Hello. Um, Today we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna see how it goes, see if it is well received. But we're gonna play. Just gonna play a League of Storm offline. No chat, no Twitch chat, no nothing. Just me playing some Storm offline. Um, Usually I do this, but I decided I'd start filming it. Maybe. I'm having some issues with the mono blue Chalice decks. It's very hard to beat them. I have Hercule's Recall for them, but it just doesn't seem to be enough. So I'm gonna try playing a second Meltdown. So this way I'd have 4 answers to Chalice main. So, and then the Consign off the Burning Wish. I think Reanimator is just really strong right now, and there's not really much control. And the control that there is, you could double Surgical Extraction against that control because they have a lot of redundant like Force of Wills, and they're playing Snapcasters, and they're playing Counterbalance, and sometimes Surgical could be a very powerful weapon against that type of deck. It's not really I'm not really sure. But like the other day I played 5 rounds of Legacy in a challenge and then 2 in a league, and I played against Reanimator 3 times, and that deck is very strong and very good at beating what I'm doing. So this is kind of where I'm at right now. I mean, I used to have the Malevolent Hermits, but I don't think there's that much control, and the control that there is kind of beatable with Duresses and stuff like that. But I am really struggling to beat the 8 cast deck or the Karn decks, whatever you want to call it. So this is my usual list of Storm. 4 pounder, 4, 3, and then 1 in the sideboard. I've bounced back and forth with moving this to the main over like a Preordain, but there are a lot of situations where just being able to Burning Wish for this 4th one is really good. I might want to like just do this, but then you're a little bit weaker to some. You can, I like having the option to take creatures, but I think this seems okay. I'm not really sure. I haven't been giving Legacy the most attention lately, but I do want to try and get more involved in the format. But I think this is where I want to be with Storm, and we're going to test it out right now. So let's jump into a game. And let's see. So I played a challenge the other night, and in the challenge I went, or not challenge, a prelim. And I went 3-1 in the prelim. This was off stream too. And I just got destroyed by the artifact deck. I like won game 1, and then they just played a Chalice in game 2, and I just couldn't do anything. So I think the second Meltdown's really going to help. But we'll see. You never know. Maybe just Hercule's Recall is a better card because it's cheaper. But at the same time, you can resolve multiple Meltdowns against them. And in some ways, this works like a Duress, too, because that deck's playing, 8 counterspells? So it's really annoying to beat that 4-color deck. Or not 4-color. The blue artifact-based soupy decks. Like, the 8 casts and stuff like that. It's so hard to beat them. Alright, here we go. Game 1 of this league. Kitchen Finkel. Oh, that's kind of funny. Alright, this hand's good. We're definitely going to keep it. Some tension with what lands we do first, because then we can't properly brainstorm. Prismatic Vista and Yorion. Oh boy. Well, I guess I'm going to get a basic island here and ponder. I don't know if they're playing Wasteland, but I'm sure I could find another fetch type land here. Thoughtseize, Brainstorm. I kind of want Thoughtseize them. I kind of like the Pluto Delta to shuffle these away. Then get another Brainstorm. Then try and shuffle this away. So I like this. We're going to go like this. All right. Let's see what our opponent's up to. So this is probably the Green Sun Zenith type deck. Let's cast a Brainstorm. Before we look at their hand, we don't really need the Rite of Flame. Okay. So we can put back probably the basic Swamp and these two. And then we just look for... Let's get an Underground Sea. And... let's duress. I want to take a Green Sun Zenith here. It might have been better to Thoughtseize. But I kind of want to save this for like the turn I go off, on the off chance that they have an Endurance. I think firing off the duress right now, I want to hit a Green Sun Zenith for Collector Roof right now, but maybe it was right to Thoughtseize. All right, we'll see what they do here. You know, I don't think lists like this play Daze, so I kind of think it's safe. All right, so they're gonna Brainstorm. Oh, I don't know what they're doing. If this is green, they're probably playing the Snake. Sure. That doesn't really make sense. Like, you're casting this. Wow. Okay, they forced it and they pitched a Snapcaster Mage. So now here comes a... oh, Narset? Oh, fuck. Well, that makes some sense why they wanted to do that. So now I'm stuck with this fucking Brainstorm and they reveal the counterspell. Lovely. Well, we can kind of go for it now, right? Let's just do some mana math. So, Dark Ritual, 4, 5. Yeah, we can add Nauseam here. And Thoughtseize, we go Thoughtseize them, right? And then we go land Dark Ritual, which is 4. And then LED's 7. Which is Infernal Tutor ad nauseum, which probably worth doing. We could not Thoughtseize them and have one floating, but I don't trust them. We might as well Thoughtseize them. Make a... Alright, so we're going to be at 15 doing this. Ooh, glad we Thoughtseized. Alright. So, we have a Brainstorm and a Counterspell. Alright, let's just add nauseum. We're not going to be able to win unless we hit LED, Dark Lotus Petals, but let's just, I think we should go for it here. Doesn't get much better for us with this card being dead, and they have a counterspell in their hands. Alright, let's get rid of the Yorion. So this is their hand. So let's go Dark Ritual, Infernal Tutor, Crack for black. Alright, so we'll add Nauseam here. We don't have enough mana to get the Past in Flames kill, because we only have one Dark Ritual. So let's get Ad Nauseam. We need these Lotus Petals. We need to draw Lotus Petals. Alright, so let's look up here. Okay, Burning Wish. Okay, so this is good. Still need the Lotus Petal. Alright, we might have to stop here soon. Looks like we're probably going to have to wait till next turn. Alright, so we can officially die now. I don't want to die, but they have a clock of 1. But all these are useless. We could die. But more importantly, we don't really have a way to deal with the counterspell in their hand. So I'm going to draw one more time. Okay, that's way a lot better. All right, let's just repeat this. No. And there's no point in keeping any of these blue cards. So do I want to play the LED to make my life easier? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Probably want to keep the second red. So I probably do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. This is probably fine. Or I could play the LED right now and keep these two. I think I'll save the LED. I think I'll try and win next turn. And I think I will yield to the turn. And we will discard 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's going to get a bit tricky. Because they have a counterspell. Plus they have... So would they hit off this? It's going to get a bit tricky. They hit a brainstorm. Oh, geez. That's really bad for me. Real bad for me. Burning Wish. Go Dark Ritual. They'll probably counterspell it. Then next turn we go Dark Ritual, Duress, blah, 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 blah. Alright, let's go Dark Ritual. See if they counterspell. If they counterspell, we'll just wait till next turn. This was not the best. Anytime you hit Past in Flames, it's just kind of rough. Anytime you hit Past in Flames, it's just kind of rough. Okay. So now we can go crack this, go to 1, get it a Badlands. Dark Ritual gives us 3. Go down to 2, Duress. 4, 5, that's not enough. We could crack this, get a Burning Wish, get a Massacre. But then we die. Then we die if they counter the Massacre. But it does buy us another turn. Whereas if we go Dark Ritual crack LED, we die if they have a counterspell. It's tough. This is tough. But if we go Dark Ritual, Lion's Eye Diamond, flashback to Past in Flames, it's basically, do we think they're going to hit a counterspell in this top 3? And if we do, we're dead to the Burning Wish. Yeah, let's just go for it. Let's get the Swamp. Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. We can't duress first, right? Oh no, maybe we can duress first. 1, 2, 3. No, we could duress first because we have this basic island. Because there'll be 2 mana here, 3, 4, 5. Because 1 floating with the Past in Flames. Yeah, we duress first. But it doesn't really matter because they'll just let us take 1 brainstorm. Right? They'll just let us take a brainstorm and then they'll have the other brainstorm. But they will have less blue cards, so I'm going to do it. Take a brainstorm. Cast an LED. Now we go red. Cast Past in Flames. Alright. Dark Ritual. But let's see your brainstorm. Let me see your brainstorm. We have 3 Dark Rituals in here. And then an Infernal Tutor. 1, 2, 3. That's 3, 5, 7. Infernal Tutor into Tendrils. So they are dead if this resolves. We'll also be able to duress. So they have to counter this. They have to counter this, right? Like, Dark Ritual, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, blah, 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 blah. Well, this is on them. Alright, so Dark Ritual goes off. Maybe they want to counter this? Sure. They just have to hit a Force Will plus blue card off this. Or they could hit Endurance. Alright, we'll just duress for the safety. Alright, does this resolve? Alright, so 5, 6, 7, so we can duress them. Make sure they don't draw anything crazy. They hit an Endurance with no blue card. No, you hate to see it. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Infernal Tutor. Tendrils. Alright, they got there. Looks like they conceded and Moto's lagging. Alright. Begin sideboard. Alright, so what do I want against this kind of deck? I know that they're going to have Hate Bear creatures because they're going to be like a Green Sun Zenith package, so I kind of want a Fatal Push for a Collector Roof. I also know that they're going to be this very... I mean, they had Force Negation in game 1, so I want this extra Duress for some extra punch. I also kind of want a Chain of Vapor because they're going to play a bunch of random... Who the fuck knows what's going to be in their deck? There's Narsets, there's all kinds of Hate Bears. So they're probably going to have like a Leovold, which is kind of annoying. And like this also deals with Collector Oof for a turn. They might even have... I mean, they could even be playing... They had white, so they might even be playing that stupid 2/2 Aethersworn Canonist. So we're going to bring in these 3 cards. And I think we can just swap out some lists that don't have... Like, sometimes against decks that aren't playing Wasteland, you could side out this island. But I kind of like keeping the island in against this kind of deck. Because it's like an Uro Wasteland soupy piled deck where sometimes they like... Can Green Sun Zenith for Ramanap Excavator and just recur Wastelands over and over. So we're just going to shave 3 Preordains for these cards and call it a day. Alright, so let's see if our opponent's ready. I mean, there was no way we could really get around that they got to Brainstorm once, but it wasn't really getting much better for us. Okay, so this hand's so all in on this Lotus Petal, but I'm going to keep it because it's a really powerful hand, and we're up a game, right? We'll just Lotus Petal Brainstorm, see if it fixes our hand. We're also on the draw, so we're likely to draw lands. Hopefully. We'll see. All right. Forest, Abundant Growth. Beautiful. Alright, so now we will cast a Brainstorm. We're going to lose the game based on this Brainstorm. They could force this. We'll see. Oh, we lost the game. Fuck. Effect. Well, shit. I guess we'll just put back these. I guess I'll put back the Infernal Tutors. Well, you gamble, you lose. Now we're in a lot of trouble. But, I mean, they're kind of a slow, derpy deck, so... They're surgicaling my Lotus Petals. Sure. That's good. They did us a favor, right? They shuffled away an Infernal Tutor. I was hiding the Infernal Tutors on top because I didn't want them to get hit with discard if they play it. Like, who the fuck knows? You know what I mean? Like, these lists go hard when you're playing Yorion. You could do so much with them. You can have all kinds of stuff. So I was like, we'll hide one Infernal Tutor. So they just, in a way, helped us. I'm going to play an LED rather than discarding. I mean, all we really need to do is draw one land, and we're right back in this game, you know? One land, we're back in the business. And they did shuffle away the top card of our library, so... You know, we have hope again. There is hope. And you know that there could be no true despair without hope. We learned that from Bane. Alright, so they're probably going to play Narset or Green Sun Zenith for Collector Roof. I'd be impressed if they don't... Narset. Kind of a pain in the balls. Ponder, sure. What the fuck? They just shoveled our library away. That's garbage. Garbaggio. They shoveled our library. And we draw it again. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. Okay. I mean, we get to duress whenever we draw land. Flusterstorm has been revealed. Love it. Well, as long as they don't present a clock or anything like that, we could be okay. We can always bounce the LEDs with the Chain of Vapor later to create Storm. We can go bounce LED, or Chain of Vapor or LED. Sacalan. Volcanic Island. Teferi, sure. Kind of weird tapping. They probably should have left this untapped. Then they could have bounced the Abundant Growth. But no, they didn't. Alright, well, let's duress them. We have to get Underground Sea. We're just toast to Wasteland as always. Duress, let's take that Flusterstorm. Let's get that Flusterstorm out of here. They probably should just use the Flusterstorm. Endurance, Ponder... Flusterstorm. Get out of here. Okay. Alright. We could beat this hand. There's not a lot happening. So they'll ponder at the end of turn, trying to be fancy. It's possible I should have taken the ponder. Misty Rainforest, Ponder, Endurance. Alright, so the ponder's gone. It's been replaced by Unknown. See? This is what I'm talking... Oh, motherfucker. I just... tilt. And they have the endurance to blank this. This is getting rough. Well, not really. I mean, we only need like a land plus a Dark Ritual. Abundant Growth. They bounced. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Alright. We just need a land. But they're not really clocking us, so... Here comes the endurance. The clock for them has arrived. Alright, so they play the endurance. So they have Misty. Jeez, they have... I know 2 cards and they have 6 cards? So wild. They have 4 cards that I don't know. I guess they draw here, they draw here. Mystic Sanctuary returns the Flusterstorm. Ugh. Yep. All we need is a land. Green Sun Zenith Collector. Oh, Yorion? Oh, that's so much better for us. I'm just so afraid of Green Sun Zenith Collector Roof. Bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to discard the Ponder because they have the Pyroblast. So the Ponder's useless. So are all these fucking Infernal Tutors. But at the same time, I don't want to discard an Infernal Tutor because of Snapcaster. And I have to sneeze, so I'm going to mute the microphone. I don't want to discard an Infernal Tutor because of Snapcaster Surgical. So... They do have a Flusterstorm here. The fuck is this? Yorion, blink, 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 blink. Gross. They get to draw. They get to reset this. I have a turn. I basically have to draw land. But I mean, I didn't keep a fucking land in my hand, so I deserve to lose this. The upside was so high, you know. The upside was just so high. We're dead in 2 turns. We play land, we play Dark Ritual, they counter it. We go land, Thoughtseize, we're dead. So, we're dead this game. That sucked. Ah, the land... If we would have had that land this turn, and then we would have drawn the Thoughtseize, you probably could have won, but that was me being greedy. Alright, so what changes now? Does anything change now? I don't think so. I think, like... We're kind of in the same position. Like, the Chain of Vapor could deal with bullshit. I just lost because I kept a greedy hand. So let's try not to keep such a greedy hand this time. Okay. Would you like to play first? Yes. Alright. This is a lot better. But that's what I mean. Like, these decks do play Wasteland. It's really annoying. I'm going to fetch the basic Swamp, and I'm going to just Duress. I want to land base. It's not going to get messed with. Even though they're on 80 cards, you know, it's still just so annoying. It's so annoying to get Wastelanded from a deck like this. Abundant Growth, Surgical Swords. Why is Sword still in the deck? What the fuck? I could take an Abundant Growth. I could take the Surgical. I wish I could take the Vista. Let's take an Abundant Growth. Let's take Abundant Growth. Okay. This is a wild keep from our opponent. I guess they get to draw 2 on turn 1. They'll get a basic Forest Abundant Growth it. I guess they used to remember the days that I used to play Malevolent Hermit. Alright. Let's get us to ponder here. So we have Chain of Vapor, Dark Ritual, Fatal Push. None of these cards are very helpful. That's the problem with these kind of cards to, like, save you, so to speak, from their hate, is that sometimes they just suck. Like, dead card, dead card. Imagine if these are preordains, you know what I mean? Like, I would snap keep this. I would go ba 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 ba, you know? This would be a sick keep if these are preordains. Any order, shuffle. Okay, alright. So they do have the Surgical. So we're going to need to, like, brainstorm away this. So they drew a second land. What are they doing here? Fetching out Island. Okay, they didn't do anything. Next turn, the alliteration. That sucks. Looks like they're gonna draw step Surgical something. Hopefully they draw step Surgical like Duress. This is a really bad hand for us. Yeah, the Duress, sure. We're kind of like really stuck with this hand. Alright. I wish we could Infernal Tutor for one of these targets, but we don't. We can't. So now they're going to Iteration. They haven't missed a land drop. Keeping a 1-lander with 80 cards. I mean, I was stupid last game, right? I kept a bullshit hand too, so I deserve to lose. But, geez, you know? So we could just Tendrils them right now. I think I'm going to do that, actually. I'm just gonna get this clunky ass tendrils out of my hand. I can always Burning Wish for one if they surgical it, and I could always find it later with an ad nauseum, you know? So they're gonna have to iteration eventually here. The old Tendrils you for 2. Powerful move. Alright. I'd love to brainstorm into Thoughtseize plus Dark Ritual, and that would be game, probably. Well, that's a start. Infernal Tutor. Reveal Cabal Ritual. I mean, we could go for it now, but did we just get wrecked by a counterspell? Let's see. We know they're deliberately not casting Expressive Iteration or Uro, which makes me think that they have a Force of Negation, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. But then the point is, like, does waiting get better for you? But I mean, I'm at 19. I'm under no pressure, you know? I could kind of just chill a little bit, I think. Uro. So now we know 2 of the cards in their hand. Now they're going to draw with Uro. Crack the fetch. Sure. A little bit of fanciness. Mystic Sanctuary to put back the surgical to surgical the Infernal Tutor. Alright. Pretty fancy, opponent. Surgical the Infernal Tutor. That's what I get for waiting. Guess I should have just gone for it. Hopefully they hit the tendrils. That's what I get for waiting. Just absolutely punished. If they hit the tendrils, that would be best for us, but they should just wait. Right? I don't know. What's the rush? Do it on my draw step. It doesn't matter. Just wait till my draw step and do it, opponent. Well, this is off stream, so. But they do know about this Infernal Tutor, probably. Because I had 2 when they surgicaled me the first time. So they should know to hit the Infernal Tutors. They should draw step, surgical Infernal Tutors. I believe. Maybe they're supposed to hit tendrils. Oh, I drew it too. Fuck. That's some shit, man. I drew the perfect card. Fuck. I have to save this for the turn that I go off, I believe. And I just need a Burning Wish or Past in Flames. So we know the 2 cards in their hand. I guess I'll just wait with this. So, waiting a turn, but... Oh, shit. Mystic Sanctuary is so stupid. This card is so broken. Alright, so they're going to iteration finally, I imagine. Nope, they're just going to play... What? Oh, they're going to flashback Uro? Okay. This taps them out. So, If we draw a Brainstorm or something, I guess it doesn't tap them out, but you know what I mean? Oh, that's a card. All right, let's Thoughtseize. What do you got? Counterspell, Hydroblast, Brainstorm. Well, you're dead. Oh, they have the Hydroblast, but I think we'll be able to Rain of Filth. We'll have so much mana. So we'll just take the Brainstorm. We have to... They're expecting to probably draw a second land off this. So we have to... What do we have to do here? We gotta go... We don't have Delirium here, so we can't just cast this. So we'll cast the Rain of Filth. And then we'll float our mana. And then we'll float. And then we'll just sack. We're winning this game. This turn, or we're not. You know what I mean? Alright, let's start off with the old Ad Nauseam. This is like the best possible spot to Ad Nauseam from, right? Because we're at 17. Alright, so let's just jam a bit. Alright, Dark Ritual, Lotus Petal. So we just need... It's going to be hard. We need to get to a Burning Wish, and we can't forget about the Hydroblast in their hand. We do need to get to a Burning Wish, or... Alright, so there's the Burning Wish. We have the Thoughtseize to get rid of the Hydroblast. And then we can Burning Wish for Tendrils, and we have all the mana. Do we have Storm Count? This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they're dead. But we're only 11, so we could keep going. But I'm pretty sure they're dead with this Burning Wish. Free Storm. Alright. Let's just stop. Alright, so now we Thoughtseize that Hydroblast. Now we don't care about their hand at all. Right? Yeah. Dismiss. Bup. Dark Ritual. Dup. We don't have to dunk on him too hard. We don't have to go too high, but you know. Alright, so now we go Burning Wish. Yes. Get the Tendrils from the board. And I believe you are deceased, Mr. Kitchen Finkel. Okay. So that Ad Nauseam was a very lucky draw, right? The Ad Nauseam there was a really fortunate draw. But at the same time, we did have a lot of draws. Like, we have a bunch of cantrips. You know, we basically, at that point, we basically had 2 cantrips, the Ad Nauseam, and this. Which is not a lot of cards in total. But we also had these. So we had 13 live draws. So at the same time, they could have played very different. They could have iterationed at any point in that game. You know, the fact that they died with like 7 lands in play and iterations in hand is kind of seems a little weird to me. They probably should have just iterationed at some point. So we did have 13 good draws. We happened to draw like the best one. The best one would have been the Past in Flames, but you know, this is a good draw too. All right, that was round 1. I'll be back for round number 2. Okay, so we're back for round 2 of our Legacy League with Storm. Morka. We're on the draw. Okay, this ain't sweet. We got some mana, we got some disruption, we got some brainstorms, ponders. Hopefully we're not playing against a wasteland deck. Wooded Foothills. This is probably elves. Maybe like some kind of Naya shit. Elves would usually do something here. Interesting. Let's cast Preordain. Dark Ritual LED. We have enough mana. I think we just need a payoff card. Okay. Being weak to Wasteland here is a bit of a liability. Dryad Arbor. It is elves. Maybe. Maybe it's elves. I don't know. Misty Rainforest. Another green fetch. Still thinking elves, but who knows, you know? The elf tribe has revealed itself. Alright, so they're going to fetch another Dryad Arbor, and then they're going to play a Cradle, and then they're going to attempt to pop off. So we need to hit off this Brainstorm. Fuck. Okay, what are we putting back? We probably don't need... I think... Do we want to duress them? Let's put back you. Let's put back you. We have a lot of mana here, so let's crack this fetch. And let's Brainstorm. And let's see if we can hit something to kill them. This might do it. How much mana is this? 1 million? Alright, so let's look. We don't have to duress them because they're fucking elves. But we go 1, 2... So how much mana is this total? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4. So we play this. We Dark Ritual. That's 3 mana, 4 mana, 5 mana, 6, 7, 8. 9 mana is Burning Wish into Past Influence. Burning Wish into Peer into the Abyss is 9 mana. So we could do that next turn. We can go Lotus Petal Thoughtseize you, Lotus Petal Duress you. We could put these two back, right? 1 and then 2. And then go Lotus Petal Duress and take away something crazy. Alright, we'll do that. Right? Because we can't... We could... How much storm do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if they crack this fetch, they die. Alright, I'm just going to duress them. Make sure we don't die to Natural Order or something of that ilk. Green Sun Zenith, Natural Order. Any of those cards. And next turn with the 2 lands, Green Sun Zenith, Natural Order, Endurance. 1, 2. We're not dead next turn, right? I kind of want to take the Green Sun Zenith. We're going to get hit in the face with a Natural Order. But they're playing Grist, so they're probably playing some bullshit. The problem is, they're going to Green Sun Zenith for fucking Collector Oof. And we're just fucked. But I guess they could just Natural Order for the... Hopefully they Natural Order for Hoof. If they have Archon, I'm in trouble too. Ugh. If they just go Archon Sorcery, I lose. I could have... Probably what the right thing to do was Thoughtseize them and make a bunch of goblins. That was probably the right play. But they do have Natural Order now. Thing, Natural Order for anything. Hopefully they don't have that Archon card. The green Archon. Hopefully it's just like Hoof. Oh, Grist? What? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. I guess they kill us next turn with this, which is fine, but there is not going to be a next turn. All right, Badlands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So all right, we're gonna go Dark Ritual, Lotus Petal, cast. So now we're gonna go red, cast Peer, or cast Dark Ritual, crack for black. We're gonna get Peer into the Abyss. And cast it on ourselves. Okay. I've drawn 23 cards. Yeah, they're just Dark Ritual, LED. Alright, so Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. We could cast a Cabal Ritual. They'll probably respond with Endurance. No, they're just giving up. Endurance. Cabal Ritual. Thought sees you. Take that Endurance. Endurance. Alright. I always crack this for red, right? Just in case I accidentally drew the tendrils or whatever. Like they're conceding. Alright. So against the elf tribe, I like the Fatal Push to kill the thing. I like Echoing Truth. And I like the extra I don't think I need the duress. I just like the little bit of bounce. I don't think we need the extra island. I think we can cut a Preordain. Like some versions of elves are playing like all kinds of random stuff. Like there could be like the hate that could come out of elves are, let's see, there could be duresses and Thoughtseizes, right? There could be Leyline of Voids. Leyline of Void isn't that popular these days, but it's in there. It's in elf's list. And they could have Mindbreak traps. And you know, it's really hard to know what hate is coming out. But I know for sure that there will be, for sure, there's going to be a Collector Oof. So the Fatal Push, the Chain of Vapor are here for the Collector Oof. And pretty much the Collector Oof only. That's the big one. I'm also in a modern prelim here, so it might start pretty soon. Even when I'm, they're 1-1, so maybe they go to a game 3. But even when I'm by myself, I'm always double queuing. This hand is great. We will keep. I'm inclined to put back the Infernal Tutor, but if I do that, I'm kind of stone cold to a Thoughtseize effect. So I'm going to put back the island. I don't want to be stone cold to a Thoughtseize effect. Oh, okay. Don't name one of these lands. Which one? Okay. Well, I will tell them. Do you want tips future? This is a mana ability, so you can't Pithing Needle it. But I'll ask them. They could say no, you know what I mean? All right. So just, you know, always be helpful when you can. There's no reason to be a jerk. Do I want to fatal push one of these? They have a scary amount of stuff going on here. It wouldn't be terrible to fatal push this. We can't fatal push this. Well, you know. We just... Magic has a lot of stuff on. So, it's hard to... going on, so it's hard to keep it all straight. It can randomly fetch. Alright. I'm going to cash in this fatal push to kill the symbiote. Just because I want to use my mana. Is that right? Then if they play a collector roof, I'm kind of done for, but whatever. I mean, I just need one land here. Alright, so now we'll go to my turn. That was the worst draw I could draw. I am going to Burning Wish. Actually, I'm going to Infernal Tutor. For Dark Ritual. I just was afraid of the next turn with Cradle. If they start with 2, 3, they play another elf, they have 3. Okay. The prelim started. But hopefully we can get this game over with pretty quick. It looks like they're going to be dead next turn. Alright. So, we go land, we go Dark Ritual. They could have a Mindbreak Trap here. Dark Ritual. Ad nauseum. We don't need the blue floating. Fuck. Oh, that complicates things so much. Alright. I'd like to use the Burning Wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh, that's so annoying. We'll get the Massacre. We have to kill these elves. Very annoying. That card's pretty good in this matchup for sure. Sorry, it will be a second. Fuck. I wanted to do like 2 nice videos. I thought I had time, but I don't. Alright. Well, they're in a rough spot here. We're in a rough spot too. Yield through the turn. Yield through the turn. Alright, so this is a good keep over here. This is a good keep. We're gonna hit OK. We're gonna go to our turn. We're gonna play this, and we're gonna play Hard Evidence. Pass the turn. Alright, so they're doing elf stuff over here. This is why you need Duresses in your 75. You know, if we just duress them, we would win this game. Or I could have, you know, I guess I could have been a little more patient. So they have activation here. That's why they didn't do this. I think we might have them here if they don't have anything. So let's put back the Massacre and the Burning Wish. We might have them here. It's hard to say. If they have another thing, we're in trouble. So we cast this. Cast this. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Let's Fatal Push the Heritage Druid. Okay. Okay. Storm 7. So we can cast Tendrils of Agony, and then we can Infernal Tutor for no. Oh fuck. Wait, where's our add no? Oh, it got exiled. Shit. Storm them. So now we can Infernal Tutor. I guess we just set up for next turn where we just get a... We could get an LED, but we won't have enough mana. I think we just Infernal Tutor for Cabal Ritual and yield to the turn. And then next turn, we just go Cabal Ritual, Past in Flames, Cabal Ritual, Tendrils. That's our play. Alright, so here's their Living End over here, which this is a good hand for his Living End. There's no point in playing the Wrenn and 6. We need to Spell Pierce them immediately. So we will... Do we have... We don't have another... There's 2 Steam Vents. Okay, so we can play another Hard Evidence and yield to the turn. Alright, so we're going to yield here. They're going to attack us for 1. Alright, so 1, 2, 5, 6. Are we able to Thoughtseize them first? Cabal Ritual's 5. Cabal Ritual. I don't have Threshold. Oh my god. What a shame. How embarrassing. I'll take the Crater Hoof. I can't believe I threw away that. I didn't have Threshold. 5. Cast this, replay. Oh my god, embarrassing. Embarrassing. Alright, so we are holding up Spell Pierce here against them. Alright, well, we just need to draw another Cabal Ritual or a Dark Ritual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we Infernal Tutor. Let's get a Cabal Ritual. Okay, so We have the Spell Pierce, which is basically our only hope to beat this. Everything you know. Okay. So let's try this again. Alright, let's go Cabal Ritual, Lion's Eye Diamond, this was a mistake playing the LED, because now if they have the thing, oh okay, never mind. That was a mistake to play the Cabal Ritual, because if they have Mindbreak Trap, that was really bad. Alright. Okay, here we are for match number 3. They're playing the Reanimator icon. Oh no. Reanimator. This hand's okay. A little weak to a Wasteland, but other than that, we've got 7 mana. We are on the play. It's a lot. I'll take a daze. Well, if they waste us, we're in trouble. Tarn DRC. I don't want to get dazed, and I don't want to play the Lotus Petal yet. I'm going to shuffle these. We need a tutor thing. I will allow this to get dazed. Duress, Cabal Ritual, Cabal Ritual. Oh, you gotta shuffle this. We just need a tutor. Alright, well, I shuffled it and I drew it anyway. So they have a Stifle. We don't really... Stifle does stop the Storm Trigger, but it doesn't stop us. Okay. Alright, we're yielding to a turn. So they drew this Ponder for turn. So Wasteland's the worst here, but we don't really care about it. Because it means they don't have Stifle and we just have to beat a Daze. So all we need is just a tutor. Alright, they drew this, so we know their hand exactly. Bolt, Stifle, Daze. But they'll draw another card. Hopefully they target themselves. They're looking at the top of our library. Alright. So they know this card. Past in Flames. Interesting. So what can we do here? We can go... We can't go for it here, but we'd be very heavily reliant on these Ponders to get anywhere. So I'm just gonna not do anything. We're gonna pass, we're gonna pass, we're gonna pass. We got time, right? We have all the time in the world. We don't have that long. Alright, so they're cracking their fetch. They have a Stifle. I'm gonna crack my fetch. I'm going to get a basic Swamp, so I don't have to worry about getting fucking stifled, right? That's why you always crack, in Legacy, you always want to crack your fetch during your upkeep, especially if you're playing Stifle. So our opponent just messed up there, right? Unless they drew a Brainstorm, or they want to just bolt me. Probably just want to bolt me. Might not be terrible to just bolt me, get a Surveil. Yeah, but they did let us play around the Stifle pretty well. Alright, so they get to bolt me. They have one unknown card. They're going to Surveil. We go to 11. Add. They put a card on top. That's kind of scary. Alright. Murktide. Alright, we don't have to worry about Stifle. Okay, so do we need to... Alright, we're going to have to go this turn, but the question is, can we duress before we do so? I think we actually need to duress. 1, 2, 3. I think we actually go Dark Ritual, Duress. I don't think they counter this. Dark Ritual. Duress you. Take the Force of Will. Cast this. Get red. Cast Cabal Ritual. Now we have Threshold. Cast LED. So now we cast the Past in Flames. Now we're dead next turn, so we have to just do shit now, right? There is no other turns. So we have to make sure that we Cabal Ritual now before we start doing stuff. So we can make sure we have Threshold. Okay. So now the question is, what do we do? Do we ponder? The only mana that we don't have is red. So in theory, if we hit a Burning Wish, we want to float red. So I believe we want to float red here and now, and then rely on these two ponders to get there. I think that's the thing to do. So red. We might as well just duress out the days, right? We have so much mana. We will duress. Let's get rid of that days. I just don't want them to have it. Get rid of the days. Let's cast the ponder. Alright. Oh, they're just dead. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Shove my library? No. See ya. Pop. Pop, 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 pop. Okay. So we had a lot of outs there with the two ponders. We had 8 looks. Right? 8 looks is a lot. 8 looks is a lot of cards. Right, so we had Ad Nauseam wasn't an out, but it was. So we had 8 looks at this many cards. So, you know, not bad. 8 looks at 8 cards out of 40 cards left. Not bad. All right, so against Delver, I keep it pretty simple. I board in the 4th Duress. I bring in a Fatal Push to try and buy time. I cut the Rain of Filth because they're usually wastelanding me, and I don't have time to build up to make Rain of Filth good. And you know what I mean? Like if you get to 4 or 5 lands, Rain of Filth is crazy, but if they play Wasteland, it's kind of hard to leverage Rain of Filth. So I tend to just do this for these two. Sort mana value. All right, let's go. I mean, you could kind of, like, I don't know if Fatal Push is the best thing to do. I don't know if Chain of Vapor is just better than Fatal Push because you can bounce a Murktide. Not really sure. All right, this hand is kind of trash, but we just need 1 Brainstorm and it's like good. So I'm gonna keep it because I could kill a turn 1 DRC. So I'm gonna keep it. It might be wrong. I mean, it's probably wrong, but lands and spells, you know what I mean? Lands and spells. So they showed Stifle in game 1. So I'm going to crack this, get a basic island now. So I have my like unfuckwithable mana base of Island Swamp. So I can't get stifled, right? Because they had the stifle, so we have to play this game differently than we would normally play this game. Because of stifle. So I'm just going to play this swamp, and hopefully they crack their fetch at some point. They're definitely thinking about when to crack their fetch in regards to stifle. So we'll just do this, and when they go to... Alright, so I'm going to Fatal Push their thing right now. So if they do cast anything to save their thing, it'll just be shuffled away. Alright. Brainstorm. Sure. Sure. Alright, so this hand's not shaping up too badly. Not shaping up too badly at all. Okay. So we have to think about Stifle here. We could go crack this Burning Wish, get Peer into the Abyss. We could also get Empty here, but I don't think so. I think I am gonna crack this, and I am gonna walk into. I am gonna walk into a Stifle. Because I have a lot of lands. I'm just trying to fill up my graveyard for this Cabal Ritual. Alright, let's get the old bad lands, and let's go 1, 2. I'm also going to play this Petal out, just to play around, just to give him a little fear of whatever. Burning Wish. Maybe they have Spell Pierce or something stupid like that. Alright, so we're going to get Peer into the Abyss. Now this card is fucking crazy if it resolves, obviously. But, you know, it's going to be hard to resolve it, obviously. We need to draw Duress, Thoughtseize, that sort of effect. Iteration. Yep. But all we really need to do to get to Peer... I mean, like, Peer is pretty powerful. Wasteland, alright. It's closer to Threshold. Closer to Threshold. So they know what we're going to draw here. So what do we draw? Preordania? That's pretty good. They could Pyroblast, but whatever. We're just trying to get to Threshold for this Cabal Ritual. This is a tough spot because I want to play around the Stifle, but I don't want to expose myself to Wasteland. So we could crack and go for the Peer, but I want to wait. Shit. Alright, now we have Threshold, though. All we need is a Thoughtseize. That's a good one. Whoa. Alright, let's put back the Tendrils. And let's put back a Dark Ritual. Wild that we're putting back a Dark Ritual. Let's cast the Ponder. We're going to shuffle this probably. Any order, shuffle. We just need a Thoughtseize. Alright. I don't want to go for it now. I'd much rather wait. Stifle has entered the revealed card zone. Yep. Alright. We need Thoughtseize. Duress. Duress would be... Okay, let's Ponder. Let's look for Duress. Oh, baby. That's so good. 1, 2, 3. So we could Duress now and see what they have. And then next turn, Thoughtseize. Because we could kill them, right? This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we go Duress, they don't have anything. We just go 1, 6, 7. But this doesn't beat Daze. So I kind of like Infernal Tutoring for a Duress. But like we're drawing one next turn, so we might as well just go Duress. What's in your hand? What is in your hand, good sir? We know they have at least one Stifle. Let me see. Well, I mean, what they have here This is really, this is the game pretty much. If they don't have anything, they just die to Pier. If they do have something, it's force negation, stifle, surgical. Okay, so we have to take the force negation. They do have a daze, so let's see if our mana beats daze. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It does not beat a daze, so let's wait till next turn. Okay. Okay. So let's go Thoughtseize. Make sure they didn't draw anything crazy. Force of Will. Jesus. They would have got us. Force of Will. Alright, so now Dark Ritual. Alright, so let's think. Let's see what's in their hand. So their hand is Stifle, Daze. Okay, so now we have a land drop, so let's just do Cabal Ritual. Let's just cast the Pier. We could pay for the days. They get to surgical, probably Dark Rituals or Cabal Rituals. One of them. Okay. I will pay. Okay. So what are they surgicaling? Dark Ritual or Cabal Ritual? Alright, so we're just gonna go, I'm just gonna go land Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Cabal Ritual. They should surgical my duresses right now. They're surgicaling the duress. That's smart. Very smart. Well, this is okay. We can beat this. We can beat this. They have 2 stifles, so we duress away 1. We cast the tendrils. Alright, so this resolves. Alright, we have 1,000,000 mana. So we duress away one of the stifles with Thoughtseize 1. Right? So then they lose 1. Then we cast tendrils on them, which they will stifle. No big deal. Yep. Alright, now we play LED. And all we need to do is just get a Past in Flames, right? Past in Flames, and they'll just be dead. Let's just double check. Alright. Infernal Tutor, bop, crack for red. Alright, we can Past in Flames, we can Burning Wish for the tendrils, but let's just get Past in Flames. Alright, they conceded. Alright, well, we beat Delver. Beat Delver. Alright, pretty cool. Alright, on to match number 3, or on to match number 4. Okay, here we are for match number 4 of our league. This hand's kind of crappy, but we do have We do have basic island into ponder, into like, we have ad nauseum in hand. So all we need to do is ponder for a second. I think I'm going to get a basic here. And I'm going to ponder. No, I'm going to get an underground sea because I'm going to want a duress next turn. Oh, we need to shuffle those. We need just lands. Perfect. Alright, so next turn we can duress, see what we have to beat, and then ponder. Underground sea. Interesting. Alright, what's going on over there? What's happening? Probably Reanimator. Stubbs. Oh shit, it's that deck. Alright, this is what the hell is this deck called? Death Shadow. So we shouldn't be getting duels, but I'm just gonna. They play him, so I want to try and get a him. I don't want to get himmed. All right, well they just have a million counter spells. Sweet. At least we know we're not getting himmed next turn. Oh, they have Thoughtseize. This is one of the hardest matchups because they have Thoughtseize, they have counter spells out the ass, and they have him to Torach. So like, they took the ponder. Wild. All right, well, let's cast Infernal Tutor. Feel a Dark Ritual. Okay. So next turn, all we need to do is draw a duress. Just don't hit me. Oh god, it's so fucking brutal. Oh, they hit both of our Dark Rituals. Cool. I'm just jamming. If they have a fourth piece of interaction. Okay. You know, sure. Sure. I don't know if we wait, then it just gets Thoughtseizes or himmed, or you know what I mean? Like, there's no winning line there. All right, well, we have to draw LED or land. Ponder's a good one here. We need LEDs. This actually does it, right? This actually does it. We put back island, Cabal Ritual, play this land, and we float the Cabal Ritual on top, and if they don't have a third piece of interaction, we win. Or a fucking seventh piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They don't have another piece of interaction, we win. I doubt Wasteland. Oh, motherfucker. Alright, so there's another island underneath. So we have to draw the island, play island 1, 2. Alright. Okay. So Wasteland, Stubbs, Days, Thoughtseize him. Okay. Alright. Sometimes you just beat. You're just outplayed. I guess I want duress. I guess I want surgical, maybe? Chain of Vapor buys us time. Fatal pushes... Like, their two threats are like these two. Like, Fatal Push is good against Death Shadow. Chain of Vapor is good against the Murktide. Surgical might be good because they have a lot of redundant 4-ofs. So I'm going to bring in Surgicals. I'm going to cut Preordains. And I'm going to cut Rain of Filth for the same reason I cut it against Delver. Surgicals just give you information. That was one of the most brutal games that I've played in a long time. Stubborn Isle, Days, him, Thoughtseize. Yeah. This is the worst matchup for Storm. Death Shadow. This Death Shadow matchup is incredibly difficult. Alright, we're going to preordain for a land. Because if we get wastelanded, we're just toast. That's the power of Wasteland, right? Like, I had a way back into that game, but they just got to play a 2-mana 8/8. Alright. Let's preordain. We just need a land. Bottom, top. That was a really rough game one. Very rough game one. Opponent came out of the gates very strong. Very, very strong. Cool. Cool. Well, let's just Thoughtseize. Well, guess we gotta take the Force Will. Maybe I was supposed to take the Murktide. They're gonna Thoughtseize me. They'll take probably the Dark Ritual. Thoughtseize me. They might take the Duress, the Dark Ritual. They could take the Tendrils and Surgical it. They took the Duress. Alright, we need to Brainstorm and then hit a fetch. Yup. Okay. On the bright side, this 2-mana Murktide region is looking pretty far. Alright, so they have Court of Cunning, Street Wraith is gone, Murktide. Going to Brainstorm again. We just need to hit a fetch and shuffle this away. Alright, well, let's do this. Let's Brainstorm. I guess they have a... I don't know what the fuck they have. If they're thinking about forcing this, they're to try and get rid of the Tendrils. Court of Cunning. Okay, so they want me to just choke on the Tendrils, which is fine. Let's get Volcanic. Cast the Ponder. What do we got? Does this kill them? If we keep this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does kill them. Alright, let's keep this. Let's do 1, 2, 3. If they find a Wasteland, we're in trouble. But they're probably going to play a Murktide next turn. I guess maybe I shouldn't have kept that. Alright, here comes the Murktide. Alright, now we draw this. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we have to wait till next turn. If they draw a Wasteland, we lose. If they him us, we lose. Fuck, man. Oh, motherfucker. Yeah, we're dead. But we did have it this turn with Natural Storm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, one, like 1, 2. Cast this, cast this, cast this, cast it. Like we had it with Natural Storm. This is Natural Storm, but they needed not to draw a Wasteland. Let's see what's in their hand. So they had a Stubborn now too. Okay, all right. Well, we got. All right, let's just look at their list before we concede. Yeah, this is the nightmare matchup. 2 Stubs, Thoughtseizes, Torach's, Hymns, and they 3 Hymns, Force Will, Daze, Thoughtseize. Rough matchup. I should have maybe taken the Murktide as the threat there. Taking the Murktide with the first Duress with the Thoughtseize, and then maybe they wouldn't have had another Murktide. But at the same time, like, how do you give a deck with 1, 2, 8, with 1, 2, 7 pieces, 8 because of the Thoughtseize and Exile, 8 pieces of hand hate? This is just the worst deck for Storm to face. Just absolutely the worst deck. Well, we got demolished by that deck. I don't really know. Like, at the same... So, this is sort of the problem with Storm, is that people are like, oh, just play Veil of Summer. Oh, just play Veil of Summer. But, like, the reality is that Wasteland destroys you. Like, I lost those games to Wasteland. So, like, adding another color to get Veil of Summer to, like, stop this when I'm already getting destroyed by Wastelands, like, doesn't seem like the solution. I don't know what the solution to this is. If this deck becomes more popular, it's obviously a problem for Storm. But that's the worst matchup for Storm right now out there. Just the worst. I don't know, like, people want to play green in this, and it's just like, all right, well, you just watched me get demolished by Wasteland. So, like, yeah, I could play, like, 4 Veils or something against a deck like that, but at the same time, I just make my mana so much weaker. You know, it's a weird trade-off to play around, you know, because Wasteland is such a vital part of the format. I just lose games to Wastelands. And I just lost that game to a Wasteland, you know? Like, I just got wrecked by the Wastelands, both of them. That was a very difficult matchup. All right, I'll be back for round 5. All right, here we are back for round 5. After a pretty rough loss to Death Shadow, we got demolished. On the draw. This hand's good. We are on the draw. We don't really know anything about our opponent. But, see, this is like, after that last match, right? Do we fetch out a basic to then not just lose to Wasteland? But we'll try and make an educated guess here. But, like, that's how brutal Wasteland can be. So, you know, on one hand, yeah, Veil would be great to play. But on the other hand, Wasteland is a major part of the meta. Ponder. Okay. Well, I'm going to assume it's show and tell or like a control deck. Based off this, it still could be Delver. But wow. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Duress Thoughts. I'm just gonna get an Underground Sea and I'm gonna Duress. Then next turn we can show and tell, show and tell, show and tell. What the fuck? Huh. Well, that could be an issue. Alright, so it is show and tell. We're geniuses. So they show and tell in... I think they're just going to go City of Traders Intuition Show and Tell. Or City of Traders Show and Tell. I'm going to take... Alright, so let's think. We can go take a show and tell. Sorry, one sec. I'll just say doorbell. We'll lie. Doorbell. Alright, so we could take the show and tell. I lied, I'm sorry. She shouldn't lie to people. So we take the show and tell, and then we can go Lotus Petal, Thoughtseize, take the show and tell. Or we could play the Lotus Petal, we could play the Brainstorm. We can brainstorm, we could put in an extra land off the show and tell. And then we could go to our turn, play land, and then just kill them with Storm. Is that right? Or is it better? Yeah, let's do that. Let's take the Spell Pierce. Play this. And let's pass. And if they show and tell, we will brainstorm. We will find a land. Right? Because we just killed them. So if they don't do anything, then they'll Intuition for a Force Will, and then we could Thoughtseize them. Well, it's a tough spot for our opponent, too, because we made it a little weird for them. All right, they're just jamming. What are they doing? They're casting show and tell? All right, let's brainstorm. We're looking for lands. Okay, so we put back Infernal Tutor plus LED. Draw the LED, cast Cabal Ritual, Thoughtseize. Yeah. Alright, okay. Put in this. Okay. So now we draw our other LED. Now we crack this. Get this. Cast this. Cast this. Take the Intuition. Oh, it's a good thing we took the Spell Pierce because they drew the Lotus Petal. Alright. So now we go LED, LED. Okay. So we have to Ad Nauseam here, right? It's Ad Nauseam 1 floating, 16 life. Okay. Can we do it with... Actually, could we do it with the... Could we do it with Past in Flames? So this is going to be for red. So we will have... I don't think we can do it with Past in Flames. We don't have enough. So this is 6. Past in Flames is 7. Cabal Ritual is 8. Infernal Tutor is 9. Tendrils is 10. Oh, we do have it. Let's just double check. Okay, so this is a 6 spell. We get Past in Flames is a 6 spell. Cabal Ritual is the 7th spell. 8th spell, 9. No, that's not enough, right? Let's just crack this for red anyway. Okay. So let's get Past in Flames is the 6th spell. No, we won't have enough mana anyway. Because this goes up to 4. No, we have to get Ad Nauseam. It has to be Ad Nauseam. I was wrong on my math. Okay, so we have a land drop for this turn. Because we brainstormed in and got our land from the show and tell. So, 1, 2... Okay, so we don't have them dead at the moment. Because we need to Cabal Ritual, Infernal Tutor, blah, 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 blah. So we have to keep going. We could die. We have 2 things that kill us. But we're dead to this Emrakul next turn. We still have the 2 cards that kill us. Now we have a lot of things that kill us. I'm going to draw. I'm going to gamble. The Preordain is our own. We'd have to Preordain to hit an LED. But if we do that, right, then we don't have... We just need a mana source. We need a Dark Ritual. Fuck. Alright, I guess we'll have to use the Ponder. We'll have to Ponder into what? Ponder doesn't work. We'd have to play this, Ponder into Dark Ritual Plus. That won't work. We'd have to Ponder into... Ponder doesn't work. We need a 0 mana casting cost artifact. Is that right? Because we go land, we go... Yeah, I mean... We have to draw a 0. We have to draw an LED or a Petal. Alright, we needed one of these 2. If we got one of these 2, we won. Alright, we're dead. Ugh. Maybe I didn't need to Thoughtseize them before I did it. But I still would have died because I would have hit this Burning Wish instead of these. That was very unfun. Alright, we'll bring in these. We'll cut the island. We'll cut the Rain of Filth. And we'll cut a Preordain. And we'll bring in these silly cards. Oh, tilt. Tilt, tilt, tilt. I guess maybe the play was just Thoughtseize. But, you know. You always, I mean, like, Ad Nauseam from 16 is generally a win. We just needed 1 Dark Ritual. Because then we could have gone, like, Dark Ritual, make 1,000,000 mana... Then cast a spell, cast a Ponder to look, you know, or just get a red. We could have gone Dark Ritual, Dark Ritual, Dark Ritual, Dark Ritual, and then used the red. So we literally just needed a Lotus Petal or an LED, and we needed 1 Lotus Petal or 1 Dark Ritual or 1 LED. I know we used 2 LEDs, but we didn't use any Petal. We used 1 Petal. So we needed to hit... something like this. And we didn't. So we lost. We had 9 hits that we needed to hit off 16 life. Oh well. You will. Alright, we want to go Duress, Surgical, the Show and Tells. That's our like biggest plan. Duress, Surgical, Show and Tell. That's our best thing that we could do against them. But drink to play first, yes. I like this. We could throw away the Lotus Petal to Brainstorm on 1, which I think I'm going to do because this hand's so bad. Brainstorm. But I like the Surgical. Alright, I'll put back you, crack you, cast Ponder. Shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Jeez. Well, at least we have a brainstorm to brainstorm away this garbage. Rough. Brainstorm? Oh boy, that was very fortunate. Crack. Let's get Underground Sea. Dress you. Okay. Alright, fine. I don't want to dress you. Cool. Show and tell. I got nothing I can do about it. I'll put in the Bloodstained Mire. Archon of Cruelty. Jeez. Okay, well, I'll discard the Surgical. Archon of Cruelty. Why couldn't I have drawn you in all that shit? How many Force Wills do you have? Huh. I don't think the Preordain. The problem is we're losing whatever we draw. We get one card in the graveyard, and then we get one draw. I think we've lost this one. Maybe I shouldn't have played this first, but I don't think it matters. Maybe I wasn't supposed to even Thoughtseize them. If I didn't Thoughtseize them, I could have maybe won this game. To keep the Thoughtseize to discard, but then they're drawing a card. Ugh. So hard. Alright, so the problem is this makes us discard, right? So we have to like draw any order shuffle. That's not gonna do it. Well, at least we get a good discard. What do we have to draw? I don't even know what we could draw. We have to draw Burning Wish and then like no, I think we're just dead. I mean, maybe I wasn't supposed to keep that opener, but I thought that the Brainstorm into the... All we needed was one of 8 Duresses and Surgicals. But not really the best. We're just kind of toast here. They could find another Force of Will. It's hard to beat. Hard to beat this kind of stuff. Hard to beat Show and Tell when it has the nuts. What do we need to draw here? Not that. Well, that was an unceremonious end to this league. We started off 3-0. Let's see. We beat Delver. Who do we beat? We beat Elves. We beat Delver. I don't remember what else we beat, but like... We lost to the worst matchup, which is the Death Shadow, just all the interaction. And we lost to Show and Tell. When Show and Tell has the nuts, I think our Ad Nauseam could have gone a little better against Show and Tell. I mean, I still like the deck. Just variance, right? If that Ad Nauseam goes better against, in game 1, we win. If our Brainstorm's a little bit better, I don't know. Just rough. But I always enjoy Storm. Of course, we put in the 2 meltdowns for this league, and then we just don't play against anything that has artifacts at all. That's just a way of things. That's why you need to just play. Play as much Legacy as you can if you're into it. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, you saw the dangers of Wasteland. We just lost to Wasteland. It just sets us so far back. It's so brutal. But I always enjoy the deck. I think I like this deck a lot. I've had a lot of success with it. Not so much recently. I don't know if that's due to the meta changing or me just not taking Legacy as seriously. But it could be both. It's probably both. But this was a fun little league to run through. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll be doing more of this in the future. Have a wonderful day.